What's up, Soul Fam, and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility Intensity Taylor, and this is going to be a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn for the second half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, with that being said, the Sun is, of course, our actions, how we see the world, and our viewpoints, as well as our wants, and it's going to be in the energies of Virgo, aka mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. Now you, Aquarius, are fixed ale, being fixated on your own ways of thinking and communicating, and was born on Aquarius was born out of the 11th house of public, how you're seen in a public arena, your associates and people, places, and things you associate yourself with. Now, with that being said, Aquarius does in conjunct Virgo, so you're going to misunderstand how to be practical in a mutable way when it comes to dealing with your fixed air energies. Alright, so you're going to need to understand to be practical in your own fixed air energies and your ways of thinking and communicating in general. So just do your best to be practical in your own fixed air way, since Aquarius is fixed air. So with that being said, I'm going to shuffle the Universal Character Tarot deck a couple more times and then draw clarifications from the Waite deck, and then I will end the reading off by pulling 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. Now, I'm going to draw the cards and we'll begin. So your overall energies for the reading is the 7 of Cups. So you have a lot of choices, or you may be wrapped up in an illusion or going after your dreams, whatever that may mean to you. So with that being said, do your best to, if you're dealing with choices, to narrow those choices down to 2 or 3 main choices that best suit your betterment of your well-being, your highest good, and don't overwhelm yourself with said choices. If you're in an illusion, do your best to get out of the illusion by creating higher perspectives and creating agreement with positive thoughts and feelings about whatever illusion that you may be in, as well as dreams. Go after your dreams and continue to put energy work into your dreams that you want to come to fruition. Now, with that being said, your first card is the Empress card from the Universal Character Tarot deck. So this is Taurus energy, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. But overall, you are understanding your worth and what you have to offer to the world during this time. Alright, so you're standing in your own power during this time, and embracing what you have to offer to the world during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now your second card that you get from the Universal Character Tarot deck is the Devil card. So this is Capricorn energy, so you could be dealing with the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart, and so these energies would be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. But in any case, this is a card about fear or indulgence. Whatever the case may be, we'll have to clarify. If you are dealing with fear, or fear is a reality by you agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, because from being a spirit of being no thing, no shape, no form, do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about these negative thoughts and feelings, and transmute them into positive thoughts and feelings during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. We'll clarify this when we get to it. Now, with the third card from the Universal Character Tarot deck, you get the 8 of Cups, so you're walking away from something emotionally, right? Since Cups represent emotions, And the Eight of Cups represents you walking away, either permanently or temporarily, but there is a sense of walking away from something. Don't really know what it is just yet, or what energies you are walking away from, or what is leading you to walk away from whatever it is that you again are walking away from. But each of you will individually know yourselves, each in your own individual way. So, moving on to the fourth card from the Universal Character Tarot deck, you get the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is talking about you having to deal with negative thoughts created by your own or influenced by an outside external source. Do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about these negative thoughts that may or may not even be there for you, okay? Just do your best to be positive. Again, create positive thoughts and feelings. Moving forward during the second half of the sun, transitioning in sign of Virgo. Now, your fifth card from the Universal Character Tarot deck, you get the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is you emotionally going towards what you want and desire in your life during the second half of the sun, transitioning in the sign of Virgo. Just do your best to not be overbearing to others, because this is a movement card. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let fear get the best of you. If this is fear, this may be indulgence, but I feel like it's fear that you're dealing with, especially with this Nine of Swords here. So again, create those positive thoughts and feelings, and emotionally go after what you want and desire during the second half of the sun, transitioning into the sign of Virgo. Now your sixth card that you get from the Universal Character Tarot deck is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel an adaptation going on, you adapting to your circumstances, situation, as well as choices, or a choice that you need to decide dealing with the material world. Alright? You need to decide this for yourself based on what's the betterment of your well-being and your highest good moving forward during the second half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. We'll clarify this when we get to it. Now your seventh card from the Universal Character Tarot deck, you get the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is talking about a birth of a new emotion towards someone or something, or business, work, whatever the case may be. You are giving birth to new emotions during this time of the sun, transitioning in the second half of Virgo. Now, your eighth card that you get from the Universal Character Tarot deck, you get the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is talking about a new idea that you're giving birth to. So not only are you giving birth to new emotions during this time, and as I can see here from that birthing of new emotions, you are not passionate, but emotionally going after what you want and desire with the Knight of Cups here. But with this Ace of Swords, you are giving birth to a new idea for yourself, or it may be clarity, either or, during the second half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now your ninth card that you get from the Universal Character Tarot deck is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is talking about nostalgia, or it can be talking about sharing with others, sharing what you have and what emotions you can share with others during the second half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, we'll move on to clarifications. So let's clarify the Seven of Cups and the overall position. So the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords. So, like the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords is talking about adaptation, or you adapting yourself to a circumstances, situation, in order to go after your dreams. Alright? Just gotta watch out and be careful of immature communication at this time, with the Page of Swords being here clarifying the Seven of Cups during the second half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. But you are adapting yourself the best you can with whatever you are emotionally going after, as we can see here with the Knight of Cups. Just do not let fear get in your way, and understand that you have value, and you have value with what you put out there into the world during the second half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Empress card. The Empress card is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So whatever you're working on or collaborating with others, this work that you're sharing with others is putting you into the energies of understanding your value and what you have to offer to the world with the Empress card, and with the Three of Pentacles clarifying the Empress card itself. So keep working on what you are working on, and keep sharing with others the work that you have been putting energy work into during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, with the Devil card, let's clarify the Devil card. So the Devil card is clarified by the Nine of Wands. So this is talking about hardships in the past, and that's why you're dealing with fear, because you're bringing the past into the present. Again, well, not again, but just a little advice: do not bring past situations or circumstances into the present moment, because that is where the fear is coming from. This devil energy is coming from. If you're feeling changes, because in the past, whenever you implemented an idea, it got shot down. But things aren't always going to be like that for everything, and every time you go after something or put energy work into something. So learn from the lessons that you have endured from in the past, so you can alleviate or rectify this fear that you have moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now let's clarify the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is talking about choices. So you may be deciding whether or not you should walk away from something or someone emotionally. Again, do what's best for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being. And as you can see here, the moon is on this particular Two of Swords, and the moon represents your intuition. So do what your intuition is telling you to do for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands. So this anxiety or worry that you're dealing with is coming from you putting action and energy work into something that you want to do. Do your best to continue to put action and energy work into what you want and desire during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo, and create positive thoughts and feelings to alleviate this negative thoughts or negativity that is in your energy field currently during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now let's clarify the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So by you taking care of yourself and nurturing what you're working on, as well as nurturing others around you or who you are interacting with in general, is having you or putting you into the energies of emotionally going after what you want and desire in your life during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. So continue to take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your whatever it is that you're working on and what you're putting energy work into. Keep in mind that this is also a card of fertility as well as the Empress. I forgot to mention that. But with both the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress card being here, if you're not wanting children, do your best to will protection if you're not wanting children in general during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Swords. So there is a sense of defeat that you are currently experiencing during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo, and this is putting you into the energy of, should I do this or should I do that? And it's choices in the material world that you feel like you need to make, coming from and stemming from this sense of defeat that you have within yourself. Do not let this defeat get in the way of you going after what you want and desire, or making you feel unhappy. Learn from the lessons, or learn to extract the wisdom that you can from this sense of defeat in order to choose what's best for you and your higher self and the betterment of your well-being, during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is talking about you communicating and going after what you want and desire. And this is giving birth to new emotions from within you to outside of you. Okay? Just do your best to not be overbearing to others while communicating what you want and desire during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo, where you are moving forward and going towards and communicating about, again, what you want and desire during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is talking about you resting and meditating, and from this rest and meditation, you are giving birth to a new idea or clarity overall during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo, stemming from you meditating, alright? Or you resting, or you pondering on what it is you should do moving forward during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, let's clarify the Six of Cups. So, let's clarify the Six of Cups. And you get the Ace of Wands. So, this is talking about the birthing of a new passionate vision for yourself. And from this new passionate vision, and you sharing with others, you're sharing with others about this new passionate vision that you're giving birth to in a vision for yourself during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Okay? So, keep putting energy work into this passionate vision that you've envisioned for yourself, that you're giving birth to for yourself during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off. Let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay, so your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon. So a new start is coming for you. So a new start is coming, and within this new start, it's always going to bring a sense of alonement or fear or discontent, because newness is always going to be feeling somewhat uncomfortable. Alright, so don't let that uncomfortability get the best of you, but instead develop and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings about this new start that you're going into. And I feel like you are doing your best to do that, but there's just a little bit of a tweaking that you need to do in order to fully step into that new energy that is being presented to you during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now your second card from the Mother Moon to you through me is North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. So you need to step out of your comfort zone during this time, with whatever way that means to you, and embrace this new start that is coming in for you during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Do not feel stepping out of your comfort zone, but instead let yourself embrace that new energy and new circumstances, situations that are coming into your life during the sun, while the sun is transitioning in the second half of Virgo. Now your third card from Mother Moon to you through me is South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So don't let your past hold you back during this time. Don't let past things, as we can see here with the Nine of Wands, which can cause a lot of fear and cause anxiety as well. Don't let your past hold you back moving forward to this new start that is coming in for you during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. And with that being said, that'll be all for this reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturns. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole soul family. Shout out to Dollar the Planet Man, Shauna Rise Astrology. If you're looking for crystals and gems, go check out Lex Crystal Goddess or Sammy Cessation on IG. If you're looking for hats, check out VI Israel. If you're looking for wands, go check out wands55.com. And shout out to the whole soul family once again. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.